Так, я здесь. Скажите мне, слышно нормально, нет? Да, надо же ссылочку положить еще. Да? Так. Да, костюм мне тоже очень нравится, это Mass Effect-овский. Сейчас, так, штурмовая винтовка. Сейчас, как прощать-то? Но по ощущениям они... Да, он по всем параметрам лучше. Как нам по недельке бахнуть? Да, смысл от урона, если он не попадает в цель. Справедливо.
Hello, Commander. Has any progress been made with Mr. Bosker? Will he return my wife's body?
It's not as simple as I'd hoped. The military needs your wife's body for important tests.
Tests? They're holding my wife's body for tests? My wife served the Alliance faithfully. She gave her life for humanity. And this is how they repay her.
Mr. Bacha, your wife died defending humanity. We still need her help.
What right does the military have to hold her body? She's already given her life.
If the military had asked your wife to submit to tests to save human lives, what would she have said?
It doesn't matter. She's dead. I just want her to come home. I miss her so much. Let them run their tests. Let my wife save lives so that others are spared the loss I feel today. Goodbye. Thank you for finding me answers.
Ну что ж. Ну, ситуация, конечно, такая у нее печальная, но ее уже не вернуть, а спасти жизни других она может. Хотя и не назвать эту ситуацию вынужденной, правда, особо, но... Так, что у меня там?
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. There are many points of interest here, including the Citadel embassies and CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
Goodbye.
Ничего мне не надо.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Видимо, мы собрали вроде всю команду, да? Если я правильно помню. Да, то есть нам надо к совету, собственно, идти. Блин, знаете, что забавно было бы? Найти 3D-модельку кого-нибудь из спутников, или может даже Шепарда, купить веб-камеру и через Face Rig бахнуть в угол стрима, короче, лицо инопланетянина или, собственно, Шепарда.
Come on. Udine is presenting the Quarians' evidence to the Council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who is she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
Думаешь, Тали вместо Гаруса брать? Не знаю, мне казалось, Гарус так забавно шутит.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
"50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again."
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
I can take Saren down.
The commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
I faced Saren on Eden Prime and exposed him for a traitor. I've proven myself.
Commander Shepard, step forward. It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the CSEC Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
Да. Первый человек Спектр.
Bastard didn't even thank you.
He's got a lot on his mind. Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Это не то, что я хотел сказать. Ну, то есть подразумевал, по крайней мере, когда выбирал этот ответ. А где? Отряд. Что за обучение спектра? А, то, что по ответу непонятно, что скажет персонаж в итоге. Ну да. Что бы взять? Да, видимо, так и поступлю. Не знаю зачем, но пусть Кроган воитель будет. Максимально Кроганом воителем. Гарус. Конечно же, мы сделаем Гаруса Гарусом. В принципе, вот это не помешает. В принципе, Рексу очень логично тоже тяжелую броню открыть, откровенно говоря. Ну, блин. Я так вижу, что его как бы под биотика затачивают, но я не вижу его биотиком. Я бы его больше с дробовиками видел, но дробовики у него вон аж где спрятаны. Как их открыть-то? А, во. Окей. Так, я всем потратил? А, нет, это не потратил. Так, Гарус, пожалуй, будет... дешифровщиком. Потому что он, ну, такой технологичный. Дофига. Угу. Ну а инженер у нас кто? Это дешифровка. Электроника. А, блин, электроника тоже нужна. Все, вот так. Угу. Значит, нам надо... Да, здоровенный Рекс, просто здоровенный. Так, он мне сюда.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what you got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Мои цены и мои возможности немножечко расходятся, господа. Смотрите, я почти могу позволить себе пистолет. О, я даже что-то могу здесь купить. Тяжелая броня. Тебе, Илюх, если неудобно, конечно, никуда писать, можешь Steam писать, но так-то этот звук, наверное, может всех бесить. Хотя, может, я могу это заглушить, ну-ка. Ну-ка, не беспокоить. Вот, так, лицензию, короче, куплю. И улучшение для гранат куплю. Не знаю, лучше давай покопим. Это какой-то очень странный костюм. У меня все равно костюм N7. Лучше в нем пока похожу подальше. Я еще не насмотрелся, так сказать, на всякое. Так, а что у меня там дальше по заданиям? Центральным лифтом Академии СПЦ. Это же он?
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Интересно, что это за челики? Они что-то пишут «Васк тех». Что это значит? Ну, я понимаю, что это какой-то спам, но каждый стрим они это пишут. Это ж не похоже на рекламу какую-то. Ну, нормально. Класс. Может погуглить. Но они, правда, этого, наверное, добиваются. Блин, это, кстати, самый вот ламповый момент в Faster Than Light. Это как раз ангар. Наверное, в конце стрима покажу. Это прям мега ламповая всегда штука.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it? I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
The colonists on Pharos might still be alive.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
За Лиарой думаешь сразу. Ну, Может быть. Итак.
Yes, Commander?
Так, что у нас тут?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside,
Гарем.
so be it.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city, mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth
Блин,
attacked.
вот это, конечно, невероятно. То есть целый планета-город. Как это должно ощущаться? И там, получается, ничего практически не осталось от них. Это как, не знаю, Корускант с Звездных войн. Только разрушенный в дно.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
What can you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
I want to know the truth about you and Saren.
Да блин.
I want to know about the mission you were on together all those years ago.
Сказал.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out on the verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Я уже это знал. Ладно.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame... Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Блин, какая же классная стыковочная система. Ну, то есть, сама система, может, и ничего особенного, но как же классно выглядит пристыкованный корабль. Ну, нифига, что-то почитать можно будет. Так, да, может мне Шати, кстати, что-то пишет, я не вижу. Надо его на второй экран достать. Так, чё? Какую лицензию? Да, окей, я читаю уже Шати. Я просто... я понял, да. Ну, кстати, стыковочные коридоры к реальным самолетам тоже очень забавно выглядят, когда они так прислоняются, прям выглядит футуристично. Причем это совершенно обыденность. Вау, корабль. Да, Dead Space это... Да, Шайки тебя говорят в чат зайти, что его можно открепить от видео, если что, отдельно. Но я так полагаю, ты сейчас играешь во что-то, так что тебе, видимо, сейчас удобнее в перерывах через Shift-Tab писать. Так что Шайки пока мне будет так писать в Steam. Dead Space. Я, кстати, по-моему, в третью часть начал играть, но одному она не очень зашла. Хотя это вроде, да, ужастик такой.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Ну вот что здесь имеется в виду, мне это не нравится. Не нравятся слова Джокера или ситуация? Типа, ситуация мне не нравится. Ну, сняли капитана. Неприятно. Ситуация, ну, ситуация, хорошо.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
О, речь можно сгенерить сейчас будет.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy. For too long, our species has stood apart from the others. Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of. This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on. The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, ma'am.
Ну, забавно, они звук подвязали прям к диалогу. Вроде как несложно, но, блин, классно.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Да, чувство собственного величия у него не отнять.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolich syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Вау. Да. Кстати, что иронично, в реальном самолете, получается, он бы от любой перегрузки бы отлетел. Хотя не знаю, там перегрузка, конечно, равномерная, но там, по-моему, да, там же костюмы даже утягивающие специальные, это жесть. Он бы, наверное, отлетел.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I have to go.
All right, see you.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander.
Вот ксенофоб.
Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
This is bigger than humanity. Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander, this won't be a problem.
Так, проблем не будет.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were one of the first reinforcements to arrive at Elysium after the Blitz hit. And those raiders were no match for an Alliance frigate. Of course, the only reason the colony was still standing was because of you, Commander. I can't believe you held out as long as you did.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Цитадель. Так, да. Наверное, надо поговорить с Тали Зорой, не правда ли? Так. Это что у нас? Да, просто данные. Здесь спуск вниз. Это? Я не помню уже устройство нормальное, откровенно говоря. Да, по-моему, сюда. Да, вот.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo. Only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
А что это за картинка? Выглядит как бронекостюм переросток. Блин, столько деталей. Люблю проработанные картинки, где куча деталей.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births. Though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
Да, такая необычная форма власти. Получается такая демократия на флоте, действительно.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent
Интересно,
thought.
почему Совет запретил искусственный интеллект? Ведь про жнецов тогда еще никто ничего не знал. И, собственно, гетов до этого еще не было. Какая причина была запрещать искусственный интеллект? Ну, разве что какие-то легенды, я так понял, были про то, что искусственный интеллект уничтожит протеанцев. Ух ты! Стимпанк какой классный.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Ну, собственно, блин, раз они уже обрели самосознание, как-то отключать их какая-то тупая идея, откровенно говоря. Надо было думать, теперь что делать с этим. То есть, ну, это можно пытаться предотвратить, но если это уже случилось, то поздновато их отключать. Потому что, блин, все, ну, типа, если машина задает такие вопросы осознанно, все, уже поздно что-то с этим делать. Да не, они уже не почти. Если машина спрашивает, кто я, зачем я живу, все, ну, и учитывая, что они плюс-минус связаны. Так, ну, они же связаны, видишь, чем больше их, тем они умнее. Ну, у них не общие мысли, а у них общая система подсознания, сказали же. Окей.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
Но так или иначе...
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exiled, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
Ну... Ну, типа... Они думали, что геты еще машины, но по факту геты уже не были машинами. Ну, надо было тормозить. Типа, я понимаю, почему они начали уничтожать гетов, но когда поняли, что что-то как-то уже это не единичный случай, надо было тормозить. Конечно, там, ну, наверняка все было бы непросто, без конфликта не обошлось бы, но в полноценную войну как-то переходить не было смысла. Да. Тут просто не надо было при помощи пушек решать. Я к тому же более чем уверен, что вооружение у кварианцев было получше, чем у гетов, скорее всего, на старте. Вопрос, конечно, что там с интеллектом гетов. У них же не было, получается, какой-то центральной власти или чего-нибудь подобного. Так, а это я уже отвечал?
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
Ну да, если они реально так себя вели, то возможно, с ними пытались договориться, но не вышли, и тогда все это более чем понятно, да. Зачем геты так делали? Действительно.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
Хочу поговорить о кое-чем другом. Например, мне пора идти. Так, блин, одно дело, что, да, машинам не нужна органика, другое дело, что существовать с органиками очень даже реально есть что, даже они тебе не нужны. Это, собственно, то, чего надо добиваться при создании реального ИИ. У нас просто разные цели будут идти, ну, то есть вступать в симбиоз некий.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
Not right now, thanks.
No problem. Keep checking back.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
Ясно. Ясно. Ощущается, как пошел нафиг.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
Just do a good job and don't get in my way. We'll get along fine.
Don't worry, Commander. I'll keep clear.
Rex.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
И варианты ответа. Подумаешь. Блин, прикольная рептилия такая.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Everyone. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Shepard. Ну, может, я не знаю, они там во имя войны делали разработки. Так, ладно. По-моему, мы поговорили со всеми. Время отправляться. Так. Бегущего в лабиринте. Блин, по-моему, я смотрел его, но очень давно. Честно говоря, я не очень помню, в чем там суть. По-моему, они бегали, и им надо было успеть до того, как лабиринт там закроется или что-то такое, но я вообще не помню, что там было. По-моему, потом выяснилось, что это на самом деле эксперимент был. Не, слушай, я вообще не помню, что там про бегущих в лабиринте, если честно. С людьми скучно говорить, да? Ксенофил как.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Я не ищу личного общения.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Пока, лейтенант. Не хочу говорить с тобой. Мне кажется, или спасательных капсул меньше, чем экипажа. Наверное, это не спасательные капсулы, а что-нибудь другое. Так, а где, кстати, Эшли? Нет, серьезно. Куда делась? Что это же не она? Нет. Нет. Ну и где она? Она, видимо, не в настроении с нами говорить. Ну и ладно. Так, за Лярой, думаете? Три прыжка надо сделать. Ну давайте. Утопия. Асгард. А что это такое-то? Какие классные заставки. Так. Да, окей. Наверное, на машинке я уже не катался. О, это Eden Prime. Так мы здесь были, да? Аркадия. Давай только посмотрим, что вот это такое. Сейчас, да, давай. На, я все это читал, по-моему. О, Terra Nova. Ну, я помню, правда, эту миссию. Но я хочу ее пройти. Так, что, кого берем? Тали, да? Кто за Тали голосует? А у нас не так, чтобы много было людей, кто голосовали, да? Я хочу точно Рекса взять. Он классный. А Рекса не берем? Кого бы взять? Ага, хорошо. Гарус. Да, он забавный, у него такая челюсть, не знаю, что ли. Необычная. Ну точно не людей, люди скучные. Тот редкий случай.
Status. Sensors reveal 3 fusion torches propelling asteroid X-57. At its current rate of acceleration, the asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately 4 hours. Analysis. Torches must be disabled to cease the acceleration.
Hello. I heard your transmission. Can you hear me? You haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this. Headed in the right direction. I don't know who you are, but I'm... Damn it. Go.
Сейчас. Ой, он что-то себя очень странно ведет. Да, так лучше. Мчимся на планету. Не всегда лучше. Люди не всегда скучные, короче. Просто туда. Ну и тут они человекообразные, в общем. В принципе, да, наверное, как выйти? Нет. А, вон опью. А что главное орудие? Это которое медленно перезаряжается? Или пулемет? Да. Кто-то построил двигатели на астероиде, чтобы раздомить все это. Так, ну мы ожидаем террористов.
Tarians.
А где мои шляпы?
Release the Baron!
Почему у меня оружие фиолетовое? Так, блин, все. Как переключаться по-быстрому между... Давайте вот как мы поступим. Чего? Ладно, я вас понял. Какая я в упор стою. Как можно полохнуться в упор.
Negative contact.
А, они их всех положили. Так, хильтесь, господа, хильтесь. Сохранение. Начинаем. Да не, тогда они вообще бесполезны будут. Пусть они хоть как-то стреляют. Так как наверх зайти. Этот транспорт называется Меко, да, он забавный на самом деле, мне тоже нравится. У него еще двигатель есть. Получается, что он может как бы прыгать.
I hear you. What's going on? Who are you?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova. We were attacked yesterday by Batarian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they know the torch went out.
Мако. Я помню, что в конце О было, но я не знаю, читаете ли он или нет.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know, but if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die. If I find out anything, I've gotta go. Good luck.
будет хилочку, конечно, переназначить.
Hey.
Oh God, I didn't mean to. Are you hurt?
My shields took the hit. No damage done. I'm with the Alliance. Commander Shepard.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Batarians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terra Nova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard. My family. They live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids. Nice community, good schools.
Batarians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot. Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
You set them up. Can you disable them?
Not from here. No. There are manual controls by the entrance to the torch facility inside the blast zone. You can disarm the caps there. One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them. These Batarians are ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
Any idea where I can find them?
They were running checks on our perimeter equipment. Easiest thing would be to tap into the transmission tower out on the surface. The equipment stations will show up on your sensors.
I'll look for them, but the torches have to be my priority.
Yeah, you're right. Saving Terra Nova is more important than my team. There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
A woman named Kate Bowman contacted me. The Batarians haven't found her yet.
Katie's alive? She's one of my best engineers. She signed on with her brother, Aaron, I think his name is. He's part of the security detail. I hope they're okay.
What can you tell me about Kate?
Smart as a whip and bold as they come. I hope she keeps hidden. If they find her... Oh, Katie. Don't do anything stupid.
Why were you moving this thing in the first place?
Well, the idea was to drag it into Terra Nova's orbit, mine it out, and in the end you'd have a basic structure for an orbital station. It's a lot cheaper than getting everything up into orbit from the planet's surface. The minerals we extract almost cover the costs.
You better find a good place to hide. If the Batarians come back and find you...
Yeah. I think I'll make myself scarce. Good luck, Shepard.
Мак. Помню, разобраться.
Hear me? Getting all kinds of interference. Damn. Sorry. There's a lot of feedback. See if I can fix it. Meantime, just keep doing...
Так да, но видишь точку на карте. Мне надо найти где-то, видимо, выключатель или что-то такое. Во. Во, видишь, не зря. Это такая аллюзия, типа. Ну, то, что происходило раньше. Спать с инопланетянками. Собственно... Что сделать? Не совсем понятно. Мне пострелять надо под или что? А, мне кажется, я уже выключил. Я его уже выключил, мне кажется. Я же этим занимался, когда в здание зашел. Ага, вот там все заминировано сейчас.
Ground penetrating radar detects anti-vehicle demolitions nearby. Proceed on.
Так, куда мне, кстати, надо-то, я не понимаю. Башня передатчика. А, вот там вот. Откуда?
Warning. Ground penetrating radar detects anti-vehicle demolitions nearby. Proceed on foot.
И что это интересно? Что? And in this moment. Oh, блин. Так. А, так как на карте видно, боже. Ну так это ж казуально тогда получается. Если на карте все видно. Я думал, какая-то загадка. Блин. Гарус, ты чего? Не болей. F5 давайте. Есть. Заходим. Я просто стреляю в цель, серьезно, и не попадаю. Ладно, снайперка хотя бы есть. А еще у них они офигенно. Все это видят, да? Просто телепортируют. Ладно. Это талить. Нет. Да ё... Так. Окей, я так понял, что от бедра, в принципе, типа, разброс какой-то совсем... Давай, переезжай. Вот там еще один. А, по-моему, они бесконечны. Если я правильно понял. Пистолет Иван. Но, возможно, это действительно довольно точно. Ну не, пистолет я уже не... Погоди, я с ним поговорить могу? Блин, надеюсь, что нет. А то это будет довольно...
Sector's setting charges everywhere. I think he's going to
Блин,
blow
ну да,
this
я
whole
что-то не
facility.
увидел. Жалко теперь его.
Don't shoot, please! No!
Who's shutting down the torches? I won't ask you again. Find this problem and deal with it. Get her out of here!
Блин, жесть. Наверное, он бы все равно его убил. Но мне хочется так думать, что она не зря не сказала. Я здесь был? По-моему, я здесь был, да? Да, я здесь был. Что ж, идем на выход. А, вот бы Мека сейчас был припаркован рядом со зданием. Такой Яндекс Такси. Но нет, чуда не случилось. Да, ты говоришь, Гарусу классный шлем. А где он? И Гарус как раз не хочет, чтобы я смотрел на него. Окей. Да, максимально близко, чтобы ни одна мамка с коляской, короче, проехать не могла просто. Максимально эгоистично. Кстати, да, оказывается, вот это приложение, которое позволяет фотографировать чужие машины и подавать в них штраф, там можно прям буквально за парковку на газоне отправлять, что очень классно. Как-нибудь я пройдусь по своему району и отправлю кучу штрафов автолюбителям любимым, которые прям на газоне ставятся. Не одним колесом, а прям целиком. Типа, одним колесом, ну тоже вообще-то не классно, но я еще могу там с трудом как-то простить, понять. То есть, это на самом деле очень классно, то, что граждане могут отправлять штрафы на других. Кто бы там не говорил, что там стукачество или еще какая-то фигня, но раз правоохранительные органы сами не справляются, придется им помогать. Придушно. Ну вот, ну, Илюх, оказывается, есть приложение, которое позволяет то же самое делать там вообще без проблем. Буквально регистрируешься там и составляешь штраф на людей, которые паркуют. Тебе даже ничего с этим делать особо не надо. Ну вот. Я вот все его поставил. Теперь если я увижу. Да, так. Очень классно. Я просто даже не думал. Я слышал, что оно вроде у нас было. Потом говорили, что вроде как его отменили. Но похоже, что, в общем-то... Типа, вопрос в законах, то есть, ну, там, доносить, знаешь, если там евреев прячешь. Ну, грубо говоря, то есть такие, очевидно, аморальные законы соблюдать тоже не стоит, вроде как. Ну, то есть не вроде как, а моральные законы не стоит соблюдать. Но тут как бы вопрос... Как вы вообще допустили, что у вас моральные законы государства приняты? С другой стороны, для России это как колян тварь. Ну ладно, а то я сейчас на двушечку наговорю на стриме. Блин, я пытаюсь понять. Мне сказали найти 2 башни передачи. Вопрос, где? Да, так-то, если ты чувствуешь, что у тебя моральные законы в государстве принимаются, ты должен найти представителя, если они уже есть в политике, который разделяет твои взгляды, пытаться его подтолкнуть. Либо самому идти в политику. Но это если, конечно, это вообще еще возможно. Потому что убирание представительства крупных групп ведет всегда к радикализации, ни к чему более.
Moving out.
Окей. Возможно, здесь не стоит. Какая красота. Не совсем понятно, правда, как этот астероид может уже остановиться от падения. Не помню. Но красиво. Ну, впрочем, тут такие имбо-двигатели в этой вселенной уже изобрели, что, наверное, они могут выдавать какую-то нереальную тягу. Эх, я вспомнил. Бедолага. В смысле, ты думаешь, если так планету видно... ну в принципе, у нас сейчас горизонт, размер, угол обзора, да, угол обзора такой, как будто бы мы на Луне. По-моему, Земля примерно так же видна с Луны. Хотя... Нет, по-моему, Луны больше. Блин, не знаю, погуглите кто-нибудь фотографии с Луны. Сравним. Ну да, если там с МКС на 400 довольно крупная земля. Да, вон, Гарус, посмотрим. Забавно.
This is Dr. Himes. They found me, damn Batarians. I can hear them out there prowling around, trying to find a way in. It sounds like they're attaching something to the door. If I don't make it, tell my family I love them.
Эх. Вот же ж, уроды. С ними никаких переговоров, конечно, нам не надо вести уже. Ну, то есть как? Так, а я вырубил двигатель? Ты, кстати, скажи, если ты сонная будешь. Собственно, тогда будем закругляться. Ты чего, не терпи. Угу. А что за прикол? Почему я не могу разминировать его? На восток. Окей. Ну, по-моему, вот этот чел может так делать. О, это, кстати, электронику прокачаю. Будет у меня... Бронянка максимум. Топовая. О, класс. Сам пока так ставим. Ну, вкачаю-ка я, пожалуй, обучение спектров. А то что-то беда у меня какая-то с точностью, по ощущениям. Так, надо на восток ехать, да? Эх, блин, еще один. Получается, вроде я все станции обследовал, везде нашел потолку. Так что выживших нет. Блин. Да блин. Хочу еще раз. О, а можно? Я думал, эта штука одноразовая. Да блин. Это прикольно. Ща. А я раньше сейв скамил эту фигню, думал, что она одноразовая. Блин. Ща, у меня все получится. Не отчаиваемся, господа, не отчаиваемся. Давай, все, есть. Справился, да. Достали. Бля, вот мы сейчас заговорили о странных таких законах. Ты про гоночки всякие, да? Ну, я, кстати, всегда хотел в детстве геймбой. Мне так нравилась эта идея с картриджами, и там были такие ламповые игры. Не знаю, наверное, сейчас, конечно, если бы я их увидел, я бы офигел от графики, но тогда они мне казались мега ламповыми. Вот, потом мне хотелось и сейчас, конечно, все это уже выглядит совершенно не так классно, как тогда. На переменах играть в птицы. Блин, я помню, там были люди с картриджами, со Звездными войнами, а там пиксель-арт такой красивый был. Мне очень нравится. Что-то еще там было очень классное. И он раскладывался. Это вообще одна из причин, почему мне очень нравится этот Switch современный, потому что есть картриджи. Мне очень нравится вот эта стопочка картриджей, которые собраны. Одна из причин вообще. У нас еще такая нелепая ситуация, что в России... Ай, блин! Чего? Это что за полигон какой-то? Там еще одна. Не, неделю потратил. Да, точно, Соник был. Не, по-моему, значит, эти штуки с флажком, значит, то, что я что-то не сделал. Окей, надо съездить, не сделать. Ну, это сделать. Да. Вот, я думаю, насколько смешно то, что когда легально пытались представительство получить в той же Госдуме, всех их послали к черту. Ну, по понятным причинам, раз люди не радикалы, не готовы к чему-то резкому. Их шлют нафиг. И в итоге, кто у нас сейчас остался? Получается, антиваксеры, да, если я правильно понимаю, за радикальный настрой. Просто смешно. Да, я здесь не был. Фреш мид. Замкнутые помещения. Какая к черту снайперка? Но это реально лучшее, что вот есть, по-моему. Ладно, когда вот они вот так делают. Тут ужасно. Ну окей, значит, в следующих частях. Там, по-моему, как раз был кто-то с уни-инструментом и снайперкой. Это прям чисто то, что я хотел. Но я просто подумал, что будет забавно, наверное, с винтовкой побегать. Ну, штурмовой обычный. Так-то мне, наверное, даже больше понравится со снайперкой. Блин, ты же не про супер хексагон, кстати. Там-то у меня отличный счет. Ну как отличный? Ой, интересно, кстати, сейчас я вообще смогу в него поиграть-то. Сколько я протяну?
Hold it right there. This doesn't have to end in bloodshed. Don't come any closer. We can do this the hard way, or we can end this peacefully.
I didn't think you Batarians knew the meaning of the word.
Look, I'm just doing my job here. Hijacking this rock wasn't my idea. I signed on to make a little profit. A quick slave grab, nothing more.
This isn't just a slave grab anymore. Millions of people are going to die.
Don't you think I know that? I'm just following orders here. If it were up to me, we'd have already left.
Так, какой из этих ответов приведет к тому, что я ему пулю в бошку сажу? Я этих террористов отпускать не собираюсь. То, что они натворили, это жесть. Конечно, конечно. Надо было напасть, наверное. The fuck.
Well, it's not too late. You can still leave.
I don't think so. Bollock would skin me alive and sell my hide out of spite. Crazy bastard. This whole mission's gone to hell and I'm gonna pay for it.
So why do you listen to him?
Good question. I had a bad feeling about this from the moment we landed. Now Balak wants you dead. And what Balak wants, Balak gets. I can't change that.
О. Так, надо подумать теперь. Но вот я точно могу ему сказать, что ты, дурачок, слушаешься этого террориста. С другой стороны, блин, он сюда вообще-то не печеньки раздавать пришел. Он пришел сюда, ну, конкретно с террористическим мотивом. Люди для него рабы. В принципе, такие картинки я, конечно, люблю, но ИРЛ это жесть. С одной стороны, если я его сейчас прибью, у нас больше не будет террористов. С другой стороны, ну, то есть какие-то там многоходовочки через него можно какие-нибудь построить. По типу насилие ожидает насилие. Но этот чел уже пришел сюда убивать и, возможно, убил уже кого-то. Да, он, кстати, бесплатно. Я все хочу проверить свое им тоже, чтобы я мог говорить, что я умею стрелять лучше, чем кто-то, или не умею стрелять. Правда, мне кажется, те, кто его запускают, уже должны уметь стрелять, плюс-минус. Чё, как думаете, отпускать этого террориста или нет? Он убил ли он кого-нибудь уже или нет? Если он кого-то убил, то, в принципе, можно дальше уже не рассуждать. Планировал ли он убивать кого-то? И вроде как здесь даже не я просто слушал приказ, здесь он просто хотел не умирать, получается, уже. Это дилемма, конечно. Не, он не угрожает, он говорит, что его Балак прибьет, если он не будет выполнять его приказы. Вот, и вопрос в том, что этот чел, он сам уже кого-то убивал или нет? Наверное, убивал, да? Ну просто с другой стороны, возможно, он может потом помочь с бетарианцами, в принципе, потом как-нибудь справиться. Кто знает. Ну, кстати, тоже верно. С другой стороны... Да, так, пожалуй, и поступим. Не, ну как, не, если бы это... Я знал, что этот мразь там перебил кучу гражданских, я бы очень даже желал перестрелку, наверное. И он по собственной воле это делал, опять же. Это важное уточнение такое. Вот да, но с другой стороны, если он кого-то уже убил и хочет дальше продолжать терроризировать, нафиг нам его отпускать. Конечно, очень соблазнительно то, что это героический вариант ответа, опять же. Но у меня нет никакой симпатии к этому террористу, с другой стороны. Лимон, а ты что думаешь? Я тебя понял. В принципе, тоже склоняюсь к этому варианту.
But I can.
Damn it. Get her! No one leaves!
Можно он будет получать урон? А, блин. Ай. Я надеюсь, сейф недалеко, если честно. Блин, пожалуйста, скажите, что это не очень далеко. Ага, это не очень далеко. Фух. Хорошо.
Hold it right there. This doesn't have to end in bloodshed. Don't come any closer. We can do this the hard way.
Так, окей.
We can end this peacefully.
I didn't think you Batarians knew the meaning of the word.
Look, I'm just doing my job here. I signed on to make a little profit. A quick slave grab, nothing more.
This isn't just a
Don't you
slave.
think I'm just following orders here? If it were up to me, we'd have already left.
Well, it's not too late.
Oh, crazy bastard. This whole mission's gone to hell and I'm gonna pay.
So why do you listen?
And what Balak wants, Balak gets. I can't change that.
Попытка номер 2. Пробуем его прибить, наверное, да? Да.
But I can.
Damn it. Get her! No one leaves!
Не, ну с укрытием, конечно, это совсем просто. Ну, как-то так. Ну, целую планету спасли за сегодня. Планеты я, наверное, бутывать не буду на метр. Я в прошлый раз даже заброски делал. И не сказать, что это что-то дало. Хотя там были забавные моменты с червями, которые просто из ниоткуда выкапывались. Стрём. Немножечко такая ссылка в Татуин. Так. Что тут у нас? Окей. Едемся. Блин. Засмотрелся. Оружие не хочет остаться? Так, если я правильно помню, тут еще какое-то время придется проходить. У меня просто заканчивается, так что пока что на этом, я думаю, мы и закончим. Сейчас я вот этих перестреляю. А, нет, тут еще дофига. Все, ладно, да, на этом заканчиваем пока что. Давай, прижмись. Гарус, ты вообще на честь меня? Теперь я могу сохранить? Нет, не могу. Почему?
You humans.
Не было сейва, не было. Я думаю, сейчас подождем.
Let the hostages go, and maybe you'll live long enough to explain yourself to the council.
I don't answer to the council. Or to you. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
I can't just let you go, Balak. Not after what happened here.
This is nothing. You humans have done far worse to the Batarians. We've been forced into exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like that for decades.
Why take it out on these people? They didn't do anything to you or the Batarians.
Didn't do anything. Aside from colonizing a world that could have been ours. Aside from using resources that should have been ours. We were left to defend ourselves. But the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The Council knew that. But it didn't matter. It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
How does killing innocent people make up for that?
We had no other options. Sometimes you need to get someone's attention before they'll listen. That's why we attacked you at Elysium. That's why I'm doing this. You forced our hand.
You attacked us first. When we retaliated, you ran off to the council hoping for help. When you didn't get it, you hid. You've got no one to blame but yourselves.
Enough! You couldn't possibly understand. Actually, you just don't want to understand, and I'm done wasting my breath. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest you step aside.
You can go, but this isn't over. I'll find you eventually.
Maybe, but I made sure you won't follow me today. Those charges are still on a timer. Better hurry if you want to save your friends.
Конечно же, заложники в первую очередь должны быть спасены. Иначе зачем все это? С одной стороны, да, не знаю. А я и этого-то не отпустил, откровенно говоря. Если у меня была возможность не отпускать. А вдруг он наоборот был? Да блин, чё? Так. А, так тут есть сейф уже, да? Блин, непонятно, возможно, это не сейф. Да. Блин, а если серьезно, если ему помочь, тебе действительно помогают, что ли? Я так понял, что они считали эти планеты своими до того, как появились люди, и планировали их там колонизировать через, ну не спеша, там лет через 1000, там что-нибудь такое. Люди появились, все заселили к чертям, они такие, это наши планеты были. Но никому они об этом особо не говорили вроде.
He left. Is that all right?
Letting him go was better than the alternative. I thought you were gonna stay someplace safe.
There might have been something I could have done to help. I thought I should be here. I know this asteroid better than anyone. You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X-57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Is Katie in here? Is she all right? Is her team?
I think so. There are hostages in one of the offices nearby. Balak said he'd blow them up if I didn't let him leave.
You let him go to save them? Is that... Will you get in trouble for that? I mean, he could do the same thing somewhere else, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could. Balak seemed like a practical man. Practical, but callous. I'm sure if he'd been in my place, Ms. Bowman would be dead now, along with all the terrorists. But I'm not gonna sacrifice people who happen to be between me and my target.
So what happens now? The bad guys get away?
Balak gets away today, but we'll still be after him tomorrow and the day after that. Me, my crew, and every other crew in the Alliance. He'll run and he'll hide, but eventually he'll slip up and we'll get him. Bad guys never get away, Simon. Not unless the good guys give up.
Well, I wouldn't want you after me. Shepard, thank you for my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around, though. Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you something. Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
Ну, наверное, универсальный инструмент. Неплохая штука. С другой стороны, тяжелая броня. Ну не, я в N7 побегаю.
I know it's a lot to ask, but that Omni tool of yours, I could really use something like that.
Shepard, I think I mentioned that you saved my kids and grandkids. What's an Omni tool compared to that? Take it, with my blessing. I hope you get good use out of it.
One more thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers?
Have you found them?
Yes, all of them. Their bodies, anyway.
Oh. I see. Well then, I guess it's better than not knowing.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
Так, сохранить. Новый сейф. Вот все, спасибо, что сидите здесь, смотрите, как я играю в Mass Effect. Все, пока.